It is now.
I said it.
You had to, I had to warm up. It's like a diesel. You had to let it heat up.
Can you juggle?
Joey can.
Can you juggle?
No.
Answer the question.
Weren't you upset that you, in fact, were trying to learn to juggle and Joey just came out and could juggle?
Yeah, a little bit. He stole my dream. I was like,
Like the rest of your life.
I was in there practicing for like an hour, and I was like, come try to learn to do this. It's really cool. And he's like, Heather, that's stupid. And then he walks in there and was like, I guess I'll try. And then he just started juggling.
So I got,
He had done it already. He knew he could do it.
All-Star Tactical sent us a bunch of shirts, which you guys have seen before. And I gave Colin the white ones because, well, because he's black and it contrasts better. But because I can't wear white, I'll get something on there. And Colin grooms really well, and he can wear white. So I gave him no black shirts because I knew I would fucking come in and that motherfucker would be wearing the same shirt I was wearing.
But luckily, I had mine on before he had his on.
So I only gave him white shirt, and lo and behold, I come to work and Colin has on the fucking same shirt. But it's okay because it's white. And it says, you just hate me because I'm black. And this is from All-Star Tactical. Inked Up Gunfighter on Instagram. Check them out. They hook us up with shirts, and all the shirts they've sent us are fucking very cool. And they're neat, so check them out. We have Dana McClendon here. Unicorn Matrix, Counsel for SOE, Counsel for Camden Mafia.
Consularity to Camden Mafia.
And we have Heather in the back who will play Lance, and we have Captain Caveman who will play Heather playing Lance.
Sheltron 5000.
Sheltron 5000. DJ Sheltron. We'll bring them in a minute. We're going to do a pissed off customer reading for you. Dana will read.
A dramatic reading from the Dana C.
Dana's got some new shirts out that we're going to show you here in a minute. And that's cool. Fucking cat hair all over him. Why do you even have a cat?
Cat's old, man. We're waiting on it to...
I said there's cat hair all over this. He said, well, it was in my car. I'm like, you carry a fucking cat around in your car?
No, the dog rides in the car, so it may be dog. I have a coyote, so it may be the dog. I don't know.
He does have a coyote.
So, you want to do the reading?
Yeah.
Sure, do the reading.
Okay.
I would use the first and last name.
Well,
I know you get touchy about that.
yeah, that's because I'm gonna have to fuck with it if we do that.
But I like to make the mess. I like to make the mess. I like them to know specifically we're talking about them, and they go, "Ha! What are you gonna do?"
Well, this dude's gonna know. Okay, so this email comes from a gentleman named Abid, and Monday he emails and says, "Hello. May I please have the tracking number for my shipment? It has been a week, and I have not yet received it. Thank you, and have a wonderful day."
Here's the thing. When I got that email, we had just gotten Black Cobra buckle, 1.5 buckles. I had cut the night before this email came in. I saw this that morning, and I had cut all 1.5 Cobra belts the night before. So I knew the belt had been cut, would be sewn that day, and would have come up. By the time we talked to this guy, that belt had already been up and was fucking like clockwork, man. Like, they have some radar. Oh, the belt's about to ship. Fucking be an asshole. Fucking, I got bit by a bat. I got rabies now. And that belt was fucking, it was either on the way up to be shipped or it was in line to ship. And that's what I told him, and you can go from there.
So John writes back within a few hours. That's because it has not shipped. When it ships, the system will send you tracking. The website states it can be 6 to 8 weeks. We have over 1,000 boxes making it through shipping. It's been in sewing and making its way down the line.
That was the whole reply.
Yep. So shortly after that, Abid replies, "My old lady conducted the order, so I didn't see that. The sassy attitude is understandable given how busy y'all have been the past year, but not appreciated."
Homos.
So John then responds, "There wasn't any attitude whatsoever, simply facts." You know where this is headed. "I have refunded the order and canceled it for you. You should do business elsewhere." Now, where do you think this goes next? This goes next to the same place that they all go. The funny thing is, he writes back,
"My unit."
The funny thing is, this belt was the first of many items totaling in thousands of dollars my team was about to buy, that's okay.
Let me.
We can go elsewhere.
Now the thousand. Let me tell you. We all go eat lunch, and it's thousands of dollars. like for real, we eat $1,000.
I didn't want to know what y'all dropped at Texas de Brazil.
That wasn't bad. Like it was $900 for all of us. It was $1,000, and we had 10 people there probably. But like we go eat sushi for lunch.
Sushi will get you.
Dude, we sit down at Nobu in Vegas for fucking. You eat at Nobu, it was $5,000 when we had fucking dinner at Nobu last time. When we go.
Well, you're not going to get Abid's thousands of dollars for his team.
But my point to that is not, haha, you don't eat that fucking lunch. My point is, if a motherfucker can eat lunch that costs $1,000, I don't think we're going to miss your $1,000. And the point to that is, you're telling me how we're going to fail because we just lost this sale, dude.
Well, let's just take
go
ahead. Here's what we know so far about Abid. Abid is telling you his old lady made the buy for the one thing he ordered, but he was already committed to buying thousands of dollars for his team, even though he'd never been on the website himself.
A black Cobra belt.
Yeah, and the thing he bought that was the prelude to these thousands of dollars for his team was a black Cobra belt. So maybe he's in the Secret Ninjas. I don't know.
He's in Georgia?
Yeah, he's from Georgia. He's from Atlanta.
I'm in Atlanta a lot.
And
we go to Phipps, and I'll bet he works at Lenox Mall.
And the billing address was, his old lady was from Decatur.
I'm saying
Georgia.
He works at Lenox. Really, you should probably try to work at Phipps. It's a little bit nicer. While you're there, I would go see Elijah at the, what's that cafe we go to? Amanda? There's a cafe right on the corner when you drive in. Elijah, he's a Jewish rapper. He'll rap for you. Go see our boy Thomas Finnegan over at Hublot in there. Tell him we said hi. Maybe he can help you get a security job over there. Not at Hublot, but at the mall.
And what are you wearing today, by the way?
Ferrari Hublot.
Ferrari Hublot?
Ferrari Hublot.
I'm rocking the G-Shock.
G-Shock. What do you got?
Atomic G-Shock.
It's in your bag.
Disappointing.
You know, hey, I know what time it actually is.
I can't even see what time it is on this. I just look at it like I don't get past the carbon
Shit's
fiber.
atomic.
I hired him to set watches. I'm like, I would hire Colin to set watches, and luckily he did a lot of other things.
I was gonna say, luckily I can't.
Man, I sleep. This watch goes and checks with the Skynet to find out what time it is.
That's how the Terminators are going to
Not approximately what time it is.
That's how the Terminators are going to find you.
Well, you know.
I am glad this dude said what he said, though, because this goes back to yesterday's video.
Go, Colin! Colin!
All the retail people. All the retail people this time of year hearing that a lot. Like, I've spent thousands of dollars here. I can remember, we'll go back to some retail life. People coming in, and they'd be like, well, I've spent so much here. And I was like, okay. And I would go ahead. I don't even know if we were supposed to do this. And I'd bring up their purchase history. And I was like,
that's
well,
the first thing we do.
$200.
Yeah, I was like, well, I know you said you spent $10,000 here, but 4 Pandora beads, that's 40 of it. Where,
you must have come in under another
where's
name.
The other 960?
Right.
Or 9,960, like just
right.
Crazy shit. But that's anyone that says I'm going to spend a lot of money with you, or I have spent a lot of money with you. If you'd already spent a lot of money with us,
we know who the fuck you
yeah,
were.
We'd already know. And that's every other place. Every other store that sells anything that you actually fucking want, they already know who you are if you've been spending money with them. And if you say the other shit, they're looking at you. They might be smiling in your face, but what they're really hoping you'll do is go outside and like slam your head in your own car door. Like, we just don't want to hear that shit.
Like, here's a little secret. Like VIPs, when they go to a high-end shopping mall or something, they don't park in a normal parking lot. Like some malls we go to, like we get to use some of that shit. There is a VIP parking lot with a back entrance. Those motherfuckers know you are in the mall before you even fucking see them. If you fucking spend a lot of money places, they know you're there. And it's like SOE. We have a VIP list. Dude's like, how do you get on the VIP list? If you have to fucking ask,
you ain't
on the VIP list.
The people that are on it didn't ask.
Right. Some of them don't even know they're there. When you order shit and we refund you and send your shit free, or when you go, hey, I know that you won't do this, or you've never made this, what do you think? And then we ignore you and 2 days later the shit shows up, that's because you're on our VIP list. There's a couple hundred of you. You know who you are, especially after you're like, oh motherfucker, that's happened to me.
Yeah.
That happens a lot to a lot of people. If it doesn't happen to you, you're not on that list yet. That's the deal. So
One of a kind belt.
that's a fully wrapped belt, isn't it? Yeah,
it is.
that's a first or
wrapped
second
mandrake,
fully wrapped
yeah.
mandrake belt ever.
That's how it goes.
All right, Lance, come here, Lance. Give him some words.
She Lance. That's what we call it, the she
I
Lance.
used up most of my work yesterday.
Go on.
You can get more.
Yeah, you can be the
Hey,
she.
yeah, pimp the shirt.
Yeah, look.
Grab life by the horn.
horn.
By the way, speaking of limited edition, you can't have that now. If you wanted that shirt, you should have fucking ordered it
I'm glad I already have one.
Because that's it. There's no more.
And I have it
Done.
now.
Not even one with cat hair somewhere.
Man, get off my nuts. Fuck.
Does Amy know you're driving around with a fucking cat in your car? Like,
I can just see Dana driving
doesn't
around
she get
with
up?
a fucking cat sitting in the fucking back of the...
Doesn't your wife call and go, hey, where's Bob the cat?
Spot.
Spot.
Sorry,
Right,
it's with
Spot.
me.
Spot the striped
Spot
Yeah,
cat.
I'm coming across you with this really hot
Spot wanted
pee.
to ride with me, so I took Spot with me.
Yeah.
Spot is a portable litter box.
Man, we keep putting that cat outside hoping it won't make it back, and it keeps coming back, so...
Call him to come over and make sure it never makes it back.
Yeah, I don't have the heart to do that. It's old anyway, and
Well, you just tell me when you want me to take your cat for a walk.
It'll be a mercy killing.
You let me know when you want your cat taken for a walk, and I'll come over and walk your cat.
all right, man.
That's our
I
two
could
cats.
just shoot him.
I could.
Listen, that's Jaeger's daughter.
Right, you could just
How'd
shoot
we
it.
know? You could just shoot him.
I mean, that's what
I could do
Your
that.
mom has shot some cats.
I know, that's what I was about to say. Like all the like stray cats out there.
Oh,
that
good,
kept
good lord, there's 50
populating.
of them next door.
I know. I like the first time it happened. I'm like, Mom, did you just shoot a cat? She's like, yeah. I'm like, what did he do with the body?
She said, yeah.
Yeah, you're right, I did.
And I was like, what are you doing with them?
She was
wouldn't
so excited.
tell me, but she was just taking them and just throwing them in the woods.
That's so funny.
Bringing the
That
coyotes
is
out.
so funny.
Yeah. Like I was a little upset. at
What'd she
first,
shoot them
but-
with?
Suppress 22.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
zap.
Sounds like a fucking blowgun.
When you talk to the lady, they're not her cats. When the
I know.
cats disappear, all of a sudden they were her cats.
Well, there's fucking 50 of them.
There's
around.
a feral cat problem by Jaeger's house, or there was.
There
I
was,
don't
there
know
was
if
a feral
it's-
cat problem.
There was a feral cat problem.
But then 22 got put back in stock, and Rebecca solved it.
animal control, and nobody could do nothing about it. But there literally were so many cats for years, they were not burying their shit. They would shit on top of the ground. The cats would shit on cars
Yeah.
parked in the backyard. You'd come out and there'd be fucking cat poop on the car. These cats, it's the craziest shit. You've
Everywhere.
never seen anything like it. All right, why don't you step in and play Heather playing Lance?
Yeah, you try.
Come on, Sheltron.
I hope you can get
I
your
just
I
gotta be
hope,
really bad at this.
I,
Is that
I
all I
hope
gotta
the
do?
shoes make it into the shot.
It's fluorescent shoes. Yeah, look at these cool kicks though. You like that?
That's old school chucks,
Pump
man.
up
I don't
kicks.
even know what.
Dude,
Ah, look,
tell them about
look.
those shoes.
It's got the-
About how those shoes made you a shitty person.
Oh, how Isaiah found these shoes, and he was like, "Oh, I really want those shoes." I was like, "Yeah, me too." And so I took them off the shelf because they were size 6 in men's, is what I wear. And so I grabbed them. I was like, "I can wear dude shoes," and I put them on. And he was like, "I was gonna get those." I'm like, "Well, too bad." I have
We're
them
size
now.
13.
I know. They didn't even have it in his size though, so it's okay. But I did rub it in his face for like a week. I'm like, "Hey, Isaiah, you like my shoes?"
Nice.
Alright, say something, Lancy.
Something about. All I can think of is unicorn tears and talking about like.
That's what Lance has been reduced to? I thought you liked Lance.
No, I do like Lance.
Why are you talking about
Lance
it
has
like
helped you not be as fat. Lance has helped you have
Badass.
more endurance. Lance has picked you up when you're down. He fucking
No,
taught you how to make
sometimes-
cupcakes.
Y'all sit there and y'all pick on me, and Lance just comes by and just gives me a little kick afterwards. Like he'll just agree. He's just like, "Yeah, Heather," and then
I was
walks
wondering where that
away.
was going. Lance is usually the one that's like, hey, let's go fuck with Heather.
I know, and then like here lately he was like, "Well, I'm gonna try to be a better friend to you."
Lance was like, I farted in this Ziploc bag. I'm going to tell Heather there's a cupcake in
I
here.
know.
that? Alright, say something Heatherish. Impersonating Heatherish impersonating Lance.
Impersonating?
Isn't that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better
You're
pull
doing
something
a
out,
worse
Danny.
job than I am.
You're a piece of shit. Remember, this isn't coming from me. This is coming from Heather
True.
pretending
That
to be
has
you.
never left my mouth.
Oh, Heather, when we leave at the end of the day, you're just cussing Lance
Oh,
all the
whatever.
time.
I
don't know why you don't like him.
I actually went home and I think hurt James's feelings just a little bit because
It's
I
on
was.
camera.
I know it's okay, but I was telling him
He knows.
Yeah, I asked him. I was like, "Yeah, Lance is so cool." I was like, "I'm just gonna go and have a beer with him." He's like,
Oh shit.
"Why don't you want to have a beer with me?" I'm like, "Well, you don't drink beer." He's like, "I would drink a beer with you if you wanted me to drink a beer." And I was like, "All right, well, let's go and have a beer."
No, I don't want to go now.
Yeah, that's what you should have said.
You should have been like, you just called me and told me to come get my kid. Obviously, we can't go have beer. I'm gonna go have a beer with Bane.
My 18-year-old keeps trying to get me to shotgun beers with him.
You should. It's good for you.
It's really tough.
I haven't had a beer in 15, 20 years. But I told him,
Well, don't be a quitter.
I told him that if I ever did that,
It
he
would
was
be
gonna see a legend because I'm undefeated at shotgunning. So
I don't even know what it is.
It's
It's
when you
weird.
poke a hole in it.
Yeah, poke the hole in the
you turn it
bottom, and when you
upside
pop
down
that top, it's like doing a little funnel.
never,
It'll
ever
shoot the beer
once
down your throat.
lost a
I don't
shotgun
even-
race.
I don't even like beer.
It's
Well,
I
rough.
wouldn't even know.
That's what-
I'm not
You don't
even trying
have to
drink
like
right
beer
now.
because after the first 3 or 4 and like a really fast time period, it doesn't even matter.
Do this.
Did you
I'm
taste
not
the
doing
moonshine at the party?
No,
Not at all.
no,
this.
I mean,
I don't drink.
Did Amy taste the moonshine at the party?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's
Did
like,
you
yeah.
taste the moonshine at
Yeah.
the party?
It was good.
Tasted it a lot.
Tasted it. Kept tasting
You did
it.
a,
Yeah.
you did a 4-hour-long sampling?
Yeah. Extensive testing. It was good.
The first alcohol I ever tasted, I was probably 14. Kid stole or had a bottle of gin from grandma. So like I'm trying to drink, I'm tasting gin, like I'm tasting it. It could have been rubbing alcohol for all I fucking know.
It tastes like lamp oil.
It's horrible. I'm like, why would somebody drink this? So like I didn't drink ever. I've never been like fully drunk in my life. Like I might not should have driven a couple of times. I didn't drive. Like I'm like, hey, I could not drive right now. But like I like margaritas, and you know, since hanging out with Eli and the guys and stuff, like I like, you know, bourbons. Fucking Jacob Herman, had to figure out what he was talking about. So I own a lot of alcohol now. I don't drink often, but yeah, that gin. So the first couple times I tasted moonshine, it tasted like that gin. I'm like, this might be diesel gasoline.
Yeah.
But then Eli had some moonshine that was very fucking good, apple pie moonshine, and then Hicks showed up with some from Kentucky, the apple pie, and that was good, but he had some raw. I'm like, let me taste that. And that shit tasted really good. Like, you could actually drink that. And that's the shit I was walking around at the party. People were passing it around, and people keep coming up going, hey, I was drinking water the whole night. Like, when I first got there, I tasted some moonshine, and for the next 10 hours, all I had was water, bottles of water. People were like, hey, can I hit that? I'm like, what are you talking? Your moonshine. I'm like, sure. And I just give it to them and walk away. They were so surprised.
That's funny.
Is that all you got, Colin? Come on.
Did you run out of affliction shirts?
No, actually, you will be happy to know that Affliction is flying. Well, they're sending 2 dudes out here. There's going to be my office is going to be 25 by 60 feet, and that will partially be office, and it will be another office with a private bathroom and a giant walk-in closet. And Affliction is coming out and fucking doing my walk-in closet with Affliction store fixtures and lighting. All these dudes are always like, maybe if you weren't wearing so much Affliction shit, you'd be able to ship orders. I'm like, actually, Affliction, like, yeah, maybe, because Affliction, those guys seem to like us for some reason, and they hook us up with clothing.
Good for you.
I like it. You want a BJJ? Is it?
I don't.
Yeah, BJJ. You want a BJJ sponsorship?
I don't wear affliction shirts because I actually train jiu-jitsu.
Maybe you need to cross over, bring some money into the industry.
Hey, no, there's a lot of guys that wear that stuff. I don't do a lot of that stuff.
Well, you don't do a lot of jiu-jitsu?
No, I do. I mean, I've got one of my instructor's shirts on now, but
What stuff are we? You don't do a lot of that stuff. What stuff?
I don't wear a lot of the tap out affliction, the mall. You know, the guys that you see a lot of guys that never train jiu-jitsu wearing certain brands, and
I agree.
They got the dragons and all that stuff, and that's just not my style. If I'm gonna wear a jiu-jitsu shirt, it's gonna be like
An actual jiu-jitsu shirt.
from a you know, an instructor that I've trained with, or one of my buddies has a brand called 3150, and he makes really cool, like low key stuff.
Have you heard of 31 Flavors?
31? I have heard of that.
I know that brand.
Yeah.
3150. What's his website?
3150.com. Cool dude, Derek. 3150 is a combination of it's 31 is California and 50 is Hawaii, and he's got ties to both, and he's big into like one mat, one love, because there's a lot of, like in the rap game, you know, there's East Coast, West Coast bullshit
right.
like that. Well, there's some of that in jiu-jitsu too, and so Derek's kind of like saying, hey, we're all in the game, you know. So, and he's got some sponsorships he's done, and he's behind a good cause with a guy that's one of the guys he trains with is probably not going to make it. He's fighting leukemia. And,
oh shit.
Yeah, it's tough, man. But his shit's pretty cool. If you see a guy, here's the thing: if you see a guy wearing 3150 jiu-jitsu gear, that fucking guy trains jiu-jitsu for sure, no question. So that's where I'm at on the brands.
So a lot of you guys are fighters. A lot of you guys, you know, train. A lot of guys, you know, hobby guys. Check out 3150.com. And I know Heather's wondering. This is not like 5150. It's not like when the police come to your house to pull you off Joey.
Oh, that doesn't happen.
That doesn't. Dana has never represented Heather.
That's
No.
true. Not
Yet.
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 So,
All right.
hey, you can also get on my website and get the limited edition hoodies.
What's the website?
HotCrazyMerchandise.com.
And Facebook page is?
Hot Crazy Matrix.
Okay, this is the. Are these available?
Those are available.
All right. This is the Unicorn Search and Rescue shirt. I know there's trannies on here somewhere.
Yeah, bottom right.
So this is the back. This is the Matrix. If you guys haven't seen this, this is the video Dana did on Jaeger's page. Hot Crazy Matrix. Search it. Has millions of views. You have an honorary in card.
Yeah. If I got
Dana was made an honorary black man. He can actually say the N-word.
I was awarded the honorary in card on WorldStarHipHop.com, and I am.
What do you know about that?
And I am a member of the World Star Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
There you go.
If you go to World Star Hip Hop and search for my video, the comments on there's millions of views on World Star Hip Hop, and the comments on that where it is there
that's for real
are like the funniest shit.
You got on there and didn't even beat anybody up or get beat up.
And I had no idea. Someone showed it to me. I'd never heard of World Star Hip Hop. I mean, I'm a suburban white dude. And I went on there and
he's very fucking white too. He is.
I went on and checked it out, man.
Dana sends me lyrics. He'll text me rap lyrics. And I'm like, yeah, Dana, that's fucking 20 years old.
Man, it's old school, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm 47 years old. I've been in the game for a long time. Don't even talk to me.
All right, so it's hotcrazymatrix.com. This is the new shirt. And then he's got some other shirts coming out. This is another one.
The Friday night plan.
Friday night. It's a beer, unicorn, cheeseburger. It says Friday night plan. Because if your girl calls you on Friday and says, hey, on your way home, stop and get a case of your favorite beer. I'm making cheeseburgers, and then you're getting lucky. That's 3 for 3. You had a good day. So.
All right.
Time to eat.
Time to eat. Cut that off. Kill that shit.